Alright, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Today we will learn about fi'l mudari mansub. Right? Fi'l mudari mansub. The fi'l, we know what's fi'l mudari, right? Fi'l mudari is a verb that gives the meaning of which tense?
Past. Present.
Which tense? Fi'l mudari?
Past. Present.
How about fi'l mazi? If fi'l mudari is past, then what is fi'l mazi?
Present.
Wow. What is fi'l, or what tense does fi'l mudari give?
Muzari?
Yeah.
Yes, present and future.
Present and future. Someone said only present, someone said past, right? I think I've not heard this, that you're saying fi'l mudari is past, then he would have given you detention for the rest of your life. This shows that you guys are not studying how you're supposed to. You think you're studying, but that's not called studying. If you don't know, Hassan, if you don't know what's fi'l mudari, if you don't know the fi'l mudari, there's only two. It's fi'l mazi, it's fi'l mudari, that's it. That's it. There's nothing else. There's no other crazy tense that you have to, worry about. It's only fi'l mudari and it's fi'l mazi. And if you can't even know two words, then that shows your level of concentration and devotion and passion. It's no good. Fi'l mudari mansub. Fi'l mudari is a verb that has the two tense in it. It has the meaning of present and the future. Which one do you decide depending on the context? Mansub. Mansub means the ending of the word is going to get a fatha. The ending of the word is going to get a fatha. In a verb, in a fi'l mudari, the ending is never a fatha. But there are some words, look at me guys, there are some words when they come before fi'l mudari, right? There are some letters, I would say, letters or words, when they come before fi'l mudari, then they give the ending of fi'l mudari into a fatha. The ending of fi'l mudari changes into a fatha. I'll give you an example of without a mansub or without fatha. ضرب يضرب فتح يفتح كتب يكتب نصر ينصر, right? ضرب يضرب. What does all of them have at the end? Dhamma, not bu. They all have dhamma at the end, right? But they, like I mentioned, there are some letters when they come on fi'l mudari, all those dhamma, they change into a fatha. And obviously the meaning also, the meaning, not the meaning of the verb, but there, there's a slight difference in the meaning. It becomes like a sentence, right? I'll give you an example. For example, look at this. Look at the first one on the chart. أمر الله إبراهيم أن يدعو. You see? يدعو. Wow got a fatha because of an. Hamza and Noon. Muhammad, do you see it? See that Hamza and Noon? Because that an came, that fi'l mudari, the ending got a fatha. This is called fi'l mudari mansub. Okay? This is called fi'l mudari mansub. You guys will learn on the next page, not read the next page, you guys will learn on the next lesson. It says what? Fi'l mudari majzoom. That fi'l mudari that will get a jazm at the end. That means what? There are some letters which will give fi'l mudari jazm. By the way, guys, these letters that comes on fi'l mudari, they will give fi'l mudari a fatha at the end or a jazm at the end, not an ism. Keep that in mind. Not these letters does not give ism a fatha at the end. It will give only a fail, meaning fi'l mudari. Not all fail also, just fi'l mudari, not fi'l mazi. Many of them don't even come on fi'l mazi. Some you will see, very few, but they don't have any effect. The effect of giving a fatha only happens at which fi'l, Ibrahim? Fi'l mudari. only happens on fi'l mudari. So look at this. أمر الله إبراهيم أن يدعو قومه. Allah commanded Ibrahim that. See, the word an means that. Inshallah, they're what you call it. These letters are what? By the way, I don't know if they mentioned it here, but it's an, lan, kai, idan. Oh, you learned it with me before?
What does that
Oh, so you guys learned this already?
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. So you have an idea of how this works. An, lan, kai, idan. 4 letters that gives fi'l mudari mansub at the end. Okay? Remember, fi'l mudari normally doesn't have a fatha at the end. Nobody has a dhamma. But when these letters come, 4 letters, an, lan, kai, idan. If I were you, I would write it down. An, lan, kai, idan. Although if you know it, still an, lan, kai, idan. These letters are known as حروف ناصبة. Okay? Right? حروف ناصبة or حروف ناصبة, if one is going to say in Urdu style, right? حروف ناصبة. Letters which give nasab. Okay, letters which give nasab. And the fi'l mudari that gets a fatha at the end, fi'l mudari mansub. Nasab, mansub. So Amar Allahu Ibrahim an yad'uwa qawmahu. Allah commanded Ibrahim to call his nation. So the word an can mean to, it can mean that he calls his nation, or to call his nation. Similar meaning, right? So an yad'uwa qawmahu, to call his nation. Call his nation towards the truth or whatever, right? Amar Allahu Ibrahim an yad'uwa qawmahu. Allah commanded Ibrahim to call his nation. Let's do another one. أنا أقدر أن أكسر الأصنام. أنا أقدر أن أكسر الأصنام. I have the ability to break the idols. So the word an means to, or that. I have the ability that I break the idols. You can translate it like that. I have the ability to break the idols, right? To break the idols. So the word an can mean to, or it can, the an can mean that I break the idol. Let's look at row number 3 on the left hand side. Row number 3. لن يكتب الولد الدرس. لن يكتب الولد الدرس. The boy
The boy did not learn the lesson.
No. Lan has a different meaning. Understand? Will never.
Oh.
Will never. In other words, when lan comes in, you will learn it over here. You know, lan gives the meaning of future, and he will never do it. Will never. The la yaktuba al-walad darasa, the boy will never write the lesson. All right. So I want you guys to get the translation of all these sentences, right? Look for the translation, translate it. Let's read the explanation. Jimama will read.
In the first 5 examples above, the words yara, yadhabu, yaksiru, yada'u, and yabni,
Yes.
all the mudari
Are all are all أفعال المضارع.
are all أفعال المضارع because each فعل indicates an action happening in the future.
In the future. Gee, so all these in the first 5 examples, يرى, أذهب, أكسل, يدعو, and يبني are all أفعال المضارع. They're all فعل المضارع. Because why? Because these fails they indicate an action happening in the future. Gee.
Each fi'l has the harf an before it because of which the last letter meaning kalimat lam,
The lam kalima.
the lam kalimat of these af'al is given a fatha.
Yes. So each fi'l has the huruf an before it. As you can see, I want you guys to concentrate on the chart. Let's look at the chart. The first 5 examples. أمر الله أن يدعو. أنا أقدر أن أكسر. أريد أن أذهب. الله يحب أن يرى. أراد إسماعيل أن يبني. So all these 5 examples in the fi'l mudari, the fi'l mudari before it there is the letter an, right? And because of that an, the fi'l the lam kalima, meaning the last letter, the lam kalima, it has a what? It has a fatha. G.
Similarly, if any other mudari
Fi'l
mudari is preceded by an, then the lam kalima in that fi'l will also get a fatha.
Yes. So just like that, if these huruf nasiba or if the letter an comes before fi'l mudari, then the lam kalima will get a fatha. G.
And if this harf is removed from the fi'l, then the lam kalima will read with a dhamma.
Yeah. So and if you take out this letter an, then automatically the fi'l mudari will become normal, meaning you'll have a dhamma. Chaliye. The lam kalima will have a dhamma. Chaliye.
So it is understood that the an gives the lam kalima a fi'l mudari is given a fatha.
G. Continue.
In the second 5 examples,
In the second set of 5.
in the second set of 5 examples, the word
يفلح يفلح
يفلح
تجد
تجد تضرب
أضرب
أضرب يكتب and
نعبد.
نعبد are also fi'l mudari and are preceded by the harf lan.
Right? Because of which these af'al are mansub. So in the second set of 5, what second set? Let's look at it. لن يكتب الولد الدرس. لن أضرب. لن تجد. لن يفلح. لن أعبد. Okay? In these 5 examples, you have a different letter. Instead of an, it's a lan. And it did the same exact effect. It has the same exact effect as an. Ji, chaliye.
In the third set of 5 examples, the word
But we finish reading it. Similarly, if any other fi'l mudari is preceded by lan, then the lam kalima in that fi'l will also get a fatha. So it is understood that lan gives the lam kalima of the fi'l mudari is given a fatha. Chaliye.
In the third set of examples, the words
Yatibu.
yatibu,
No. Tarbahu.
tarbahu, tanzilu,
Tanalu.
tanalu, tanzilu, and
No. Yes, tanzilu.
tanzilu, and
Tanjahu.
tanjahu are also fi'l mudari and are preceded by the harf
Either.
either.
G. So in this third set of 5 examples, which one? Let's look at it. إذن تنزل, إذن تنال, إذن تربح, إذن يطيب, إذن تنجح. In these third set of 5 examples, it's a different word. It's إذن, right? And it has the same exact effect as an and lan.
What does Ethan mean?
إذن.
Yeah, what does it mean?
Therefore. G.
Because
Therefore, or as a result of, depending on how how the sentence is. G.
because of which these are fi'l or mansub. Similar, if any other mudari, fi'l mudari is preceded by idan, then the lam kalima in the fi'l will also get a fatha. So it is understood that the idan gives the lam kalima of a mudari is given a fatha.
जी चलिए same effect जी next page.
So, check out your shift.
In the last four examples, the words at alamu, aw da'a,
Say it again. Say the first word again.
at alama, aw da'a, as wara, and
أتعلم.
ata'allama,
Hmm.
aw da'a,
أودع.
waddi'u,
أصلي.
usalli, are also fi'l mudari and are preceded by the harf ka, because of which
كي.
okay.
Okay, right? So these, in the last couple of examples, right? The letter that's there is called kai. Okay? It's pronounced kai, not ka. It's pronounced kai. Because of which
these are fi'ls are mansub.
mansub. Similarly, if any of the fi'l mudari is preceded by kai, then the lam kalima in that fi'l will also get a fatha. So it is understood that kai gives the lam kalima of fi'l mudari is given a fatha. And kai means what? So that. Kai means so that. So these four letters, guys, lan, it gives the meaning of muzari manfi, meaning something that he will never do, right? It's already muzari, but it gives the meaning of manfi, like he will never do it. One is that he will not do it, the other one he will never do it, right? An gives the meaning of to or that. Idan, the meaning will be therefore, and kai is so that. Understand? Principle 11, G, Ibrahim.
A harf in nasib is a harf that which gives the lam kalima of the fi'l al-mudari fatha when it appears before one, and therefore حروف nasib, which are k,
Huruf Nasiba.
حروف الناصبة, which are k, lan, and idan.
Anlan kai and idan. It's actually anlan kai idan. In Arabic you read like this, right? Anlan kai and then the word an is English idan, right? Anlan kai idan. G. Do you guys understand this?
Yeah.
All right. By the way, I don't, maybe you learned already in Sarf. You learned that, did you guys do the girdan with this?
We said and
أن يضرب أن يضرب أن يضربوا أي أن تضرب أن تضرب أن يضربنا. Did you guys do it?
we did lan, right?
Okay.
Lam and lan.
Okay, so then your teacher will tell you that not every siga you will see a fatha. Not every siga you will see a fatha.
Yeah.
Right? You won't see a siga. You won't see, because you know. And for example, what is a normal fi'l mudari? Yadribu, yadribani, yadribuna. Right? Those noons already have a fatha, but are those noon the lam kalima? No, they're not the lam kalima. So what's gonna happen? And we learned what? The lam kalima will get a fatha. But guess what? If the last letter is not lam kalima, those last letters drop off. When these words come, these last letters, they drop off. So for example, yadribu, right? Lan yadriba. That's siga number one. Siga number two, yadribani. Lan yadriba, that noon dropped off. Yadribuna, lan yadribu, that noon dropped off. So check this out. In the 14 sigas, some will get the fatha at the end. Some, the noon will drop off, and two sigas, siga number 6 and 12, their noon remains.
Stateless.
Huh?
So I said it's like stateless.
Yes. What did they say? What?
So I said they're stateless. They don't show no emotion.
Yeah, well, you can say it like that, right? They stay. Those noon, they remain. And you guys will learn in Deep and Nahw, you know, those are a type of mabni, right? You guys don't know what's mabni.
Stateless.
Meaning, they will change.
Yeah.
They're always, no matter what comes before them, after them, on top of them, below them, obviously, it's not on top and below, but they never change. Those are called mabni. Understand? So that's Siga number 6 and 12. Siga number 6 and 12, you can put all the huruf jazima, huruf nasiba, you know, obviously huruf jar doesn't come on a fail, right? You guys know preposition huruf jar doesn't come on a fail. Those Siga number 6 and 12 never changes. So three things happen. Either the because of this, three things can happen. Lam kalima, number one is, actually, let me write it this way. Now, obviously, they didn't mention in the book. I'm giving you from my side, so I would say you write these down, right? Lam kalima will get Fatha or Noon. By the way, the noon that drops off, right? I believe that noon is called Noon Arabi. Yes, that noon is called Noon Arabi. Okay.
What does that say?
Which one?
Lam kalima will get what?
Lam kalima will get Fatha. The Lam kalima will get Fatha, right? This is one. The Noon Arabi drops off, right? Meaning all the noons at the end besides Siga 6 and 12, those noon are called Noon Arabi. The noons that drop off, they're called Noon Arabi. And the noons that remain, which is 6 and 12, those are known as Noon Zamir. They remain. Zamir. 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 Bod, Mim, Ya, Ra. Okay? This is very important to know. Although they didn't really mention it here. That's because I guess like this, you're supposed to learn it in Sarf. I'm not sure. I mean, yeah, you're supposed to learn it, I'm sure, but maybe it wasn't time for you to learn it yet.
So we did learn this.
You learned this, right?
Yeah.
You learned what's Noon Arabi.
I mean, we didn't know it's called that, but
Yeah, it's called Noon Arabi. It's very important. The noon that drops off, meaning all the noons besides Siga number 6 and 12, that noon is called Noon Arabi. And the noons from the Siga number 6 and 12, they're called Noon Zamir. Understand? It's very important to know it in Arabic as well. Right? So these three things happen. If the Lam Kalima is the last letter, then the Lam Kalima will get a Fatha. If the last letter is not Lam Kalima, if it's a Noon Arabi, then that will drop off. Right? You won't see any Fatha there. And if the last letter is a Noon Zamir, then it will remain. Right? And those already have a Fatha. But that Fatha is not because of this. That Fatha is because it's default. Because it's Noon Zamir. You understand? Gee, I want you guys